All right, folks. Listen, this is a live stream, and I won't be doing too much interacting with the viewers here because I'm going to be showing some information. But once this video is loaded, uh, please make sure that you comment under the video and also thumb up the video because it's really important that you do that. You're not doing it for me, you're doing it to help others who come to the channel and they can see that, oh, hey, it's got a lot of comments and it's got a lot of thumbs up. It must be a good video. That's how you help people who are new. That way they'll watch the video and watch other videos if they think that there's a reason to watch. They see people liking the videos and stuff. Anyway, so so that I have two predictions that on June 11th there's going to be some type of incredible event in Seattle. Okay, it's in the state of Washington, that whole area of King County. Okay, and like I said, I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it's going to be something monstrous. Okay, and um, and somehow it connects to Elvis. Okay, Elvis is somehow he becomes the mark of the beast, either his name, his image, or the number of his name. Okay, and because Trump is the replacement twin for Elvis's identical twin that died at birth, uh, my other prediction is that Trump gets his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. Okay, so those are the two predictions. And um, but right now we're focusing on the June 11th Seattle King County in the state of Washington right now, connecting to Elvis. Now, uh, so Elvis, he died on August 16, 1977, and that same year he died, there was a horse called Seattle Slew. Slew means to violently kill. Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown, the most prestigious race in horse racing. And horse racing is the sport of kings. Okay, so there's another king connection because Elvis was known as a king. Seattle's in King County. Okay, so that same year Elvis died, a horse on June 11th won the Triple Crown, and his name was Seattle Slew because they're going to slew Seattle on June 11th. Okay, now, um, and Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington is the 42nd state, and there's this thing called the Seattle Space Needle. That Space Needle is so important to this puzzle. Elvis, he was the first famous person to have anything to do with that Space Needle. As soon as it opened, he made a movie called It Happened at the World's Fair. Okay, I'm just laying the groundwork for what I'm about to show. So everything has to do with this Seattle to Elvis. Okay, and anyway, my brain just went blank for a second. But anyway, so there's a place in the state of Washington. Uh, a piece of it, it looks like Elvis's head. Okay, and no, I didn't know any of this information when I made my predictions, folks. Okay, so look, this is Elvis's side profile. You see how his hair stands up like that and stuff. Okay, now look at Washington right here. See it? This is where Seattle is. This is King County. This is Elvis's head right here. You see that? This is the furthest part of Washington state, because this is it right here, and this is the furthest out. You see? It's Elvis's head. Anyway, and they were calling this the chop zone. Okay? In 2020, they were calling this area the chop zone because they're going to probably destroy this whole area right here. Okay? And anyway, so I could, like I said, I can go into the whole details of everything having to do with Washington, but what we want to focus on is it being the furthest northwest state. Okay? And it's not a coincidence that Kanye West names his kid because Kanye West was born in June in the same year Elvis died, 3 days before Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. on June 11th. He was born on June 8th, Kanye West. Anyway, so he named his kid Northwest. And so let me just show you how it connects to this puzzle, this Northwest, okay? Because this is how folks, this is how they do things. That it's like a spider web of connections, okay? And it all has to connect perfectly for their magic to work, okay? So it's going to start out, kind of slow, the info, but it's going to end with a bang, all right? So just keep watching. So the state of Washington is the furthest northwest state in the USA. Washington is the 42nd state. Elvis died at the age of 42, right? And, Seattle's in King County, and Elvis was known as the king, all right? And then I told you that Kanye West, he has a child named Northwest, and he was born the same year Elvis died, Okay, so the Northwest connection. Now, pay attention. Like I said, it gets better. It's going to be a little slow here. So Northwest, the initials for Northwest, NW, equals 1423. N is 14, W is 23, okay? And I'll explain why that's important in a moment. So it's kind of like saying 1423 right here, 1423, right? Or you could say 142, 143, the way, and I'll show you why I'm saying that. Because Northwest, it equals 142, 143 in gematria in the forward numbers, and the backward numbers is 101, 147. It's interesting because the word, like, if you can mix this around whatever way you want, like, oh God, kings, or king, oh gods, or whatever, but it's the backwards numbers, same numbers, but backwards. Like the 142, 43 is back here. And why am I showing you this? Like I said, this is the not so important info yet. But look, it's 142, 143. Remember I was showing you the Northwest? It's 142, it's like 142, 143. That's why I'm showing that, 142, 43. And why am I showing that? Because see, Northwest, it has the same numbers as 42. And I told you Elvis died at the age of 42, and Washington is the 42nd state. And the other numbers, the backward numbers, this equals the word Lucifer right here. And then this equals Elvis, his name, Elvis Aaron Presley, look. But anyway, I was just showing you that it connects to the 42, the 1423. But here's the more important stuff coming, so just pay attention, okay? So Northwest, the initials NW, is 1423. And I told you 14 and 23 equals 37. 37 is the EL connection. EL means God in Hebrew. That's why it's Elvis. Okay, and the 37 looks like the letters EL if you turned it upside down or the other way. 37 looks like EL. And I told you that Elvis, his VIS in his name, VI is a Roman numeral 6, and then S means more than one. So he's the God sixes. Okay, he's the 666 God. EL sixes is his name, Elvis, because of the VI being Roman numeral 6 and then the S being more than 1 6. Anyway, I am is what God said his name is in the Bible. Okay, it says I am, in the Old Testament. And even Jesus said I am, But I am equals 23, 14, 37. Just like Northwest, 14, 23, 37. Same numbers. See? Okay? So it's connected. And look, like I said, it's going to get good. Just keep paying attention, all right? So on military time, pay attention here. Military time, 1423 would be 223, okay? And what's interesting is 223, it has a connection to the 2-4 because look, it's around the 2 and the 4 of the hands. All right, so 1423 would be 223. And that's this year, right? And check this out. 1114 would be, if the numbers were turned, it'd be 2314. instead of 1423, 2314 is 1114. And why am I showing that? Because what happened this year in 2023, and this person that this happened to this year is born on this day. Who is that? Look, it's this person, King Charles. He's born on 1114, and this year he got crowned king. All right, so isn't it interesting that it's 1114 is his birthday, which is 2314, and I just finished telling you that, you know, Northwest is 1423 or 2314 as I am. So he's got the 2314, and I just told you that 1423 is 223. So it's 2023, and he became king, you know. So it connects to all of that, okay? And and if you think this is a coincidence, just pay attention. Look. So remember, I told you Northwest has a connection to the 37. 14 plus 23 is 37, which is the EL. EL means God in Hebrew, right? So look what the prime numbers for 14 and 23 are. 14 and 23's prime is 30. I mean, these are the prime numbers for 14 and 23. And the total is 126, and you have the 37, right? So it's the EL, and you have a 126. And you know that's the same numbers as June 11th and August 4th. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, and August 4th is the 216th day of the year. Those are my two predictions, right? Those days. But why am I showing you this? Because you know who was crowned on this year was King Charles, and he was crowned on 5/6. And 5/6 is the 126th day of the year, okay? And from 5/6 to 6/11 is 37 days. Okay, so look at what you're saying, because this is the day Seattle gets struck on 6/11. 37 is the EL 126. What did I just show you here? Look at the prime numbers, 37, 126. You understand? 1423, and that's, you know, King Charles, his birthday, and all that stuff. Are you understanding that, folks? Is there somebody who, if you don't understand that, please say that. That way I can help you understand. Okay? So think about what I'm showing you here. He got crowned on 5/6, 126th day of the year, and from that day to 6/11 is 37 days. 37 is the 126, and it connects to the 6/11. Okay? And that's why I was trying to show that the prime numbers are the exact guy. Okay, now how you know that it connects to the 6/11? Okay, let me show you how you know that it connects. Because let me just talk to you guys for a second. So you know, I've told you guys that my June month chart that I created. Look what happens when you go to it here. Where is it? All right, look. So this is the June month chart. So if you started from the first time June came around, it would be the 6th month. But instead of going back to the 6th, you would just go 12 months forward. It'd be the 18th month. So whatever time you start in June, let's say you started, it was the 6th month, then it'd be the 18th month, then the 30th month, then the 42nd month, then the 54th month. And look, you have the 666. I've talked about that. But look what's the 11th month. See the 11th? I mean, not 11th month, the 11th time that the June comes around. So remember, you're talking about 6 being the first, because this is 6th month, then the 11th, 6/11, and the 126 connection. Okay? And you remember I just showed you that the 126 was the day King Charles was coronated, the coronation, and it's 37 days. Okay, it's the EL connection, but it's to 6/11. See, 611, and you have the 126. Do you get it? 611, 126. Because it's a 6 month, 11th number down is 126. And you know, Trump, he's born on the 14th of June. So the 6 month, 14th, and look what it is, 162. The 162nd day of the year is June 11th. See, that's why I keep telling you guys that the 11 connects to the 14, because 611 is the 162nd day of the year. That's why these two have to connect and these two have to go. See, the 12 and the 13 are going to be taken out, and I'll explain to you how that is in a future video. But it all has to connect to each other for it to happen. And I know it's kind of confusing, but just keep following. All right. Just go back and watch it again if you have to, or write it down, or do something. Okay. Anyway, so let's keep moving. So Northwest. Remember, I told you Northwest is what we're talking about. NW is the initials 1423. It equals, right? Look at this. 14 plus 23 is 37, which is the EL. And then 14 times 23 is 322. Look, it's the skull and bones number. And I told you Elvis is the skull and bones. He is the head of this monstrous charade. All right. And everybody else, there's so many antichrists. There's thousands and millions of antichrists, but there's only one who's the chosen one, and that's Elvis. And Trump is the image of the beast, of Elvis. Anyway, so you have another connection there. Okay. Now, is it just a coincidence that next year is 2024, and look what the prime number for 224 is? 1423. See it? Look, 1423. Can you believe that? So Northwest is 1423. Can you believe what you're saying here? The 224th prime is 1423. And next year is 224. You see what I'm saying now? Are you getting it? These are impossible coincidences, you know. And look, you can say it, 1423. Check this out. I'm just going to throw this into the mix. If you wrote the words 1423, it equals 433. And the 84th prime is 433. Look at that. And Trump's going to get his head won on 8-4. I told you that. Anyway, that's no big deal, that one. But here's another 433 connection. If you put a crown on George Washington and a crown on Elvis Aaron Presley, look what it equals. Look at that. 433, again with the 84th prime. 181, the 42nd prime. That's when Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. And then look at the total, 614. And that's Trump's birth date. And look, the 126. And that's, the 11th number down in June, remember? And that's when, what's his name, got coordinated on the 126th day. You see how it all connects? You see this? And, look, 6 times 14 is 84. That's Trump's birthday, 6/14, see? You see how perfect this puzzle is? Anyway, why am I showing this? If you were to add the 126 to the 614 that I was just showing, that equation, you get 740. And I told you that Jesus equals 74 and Lucifer equals 74 because Jesus created Lucifer, okay? And if you put a crown on 74, it would equal 89. And Elvis turns 89 next year. See, the crown is the O. So, and the 24th prime is 89. Next year is the 24th year. But look, 74 and 15, 74 with a crown, see? King Charles was 74 when he got crowned. He's going to turn 75 right now, but he was 74 when he got crowned. Okay? Because they had to crown a king before, and the ritual is coming. All right? And so check this out. Pay attention. So remember, I told you the 224th prime is 1423, Northwest 14 and 23, the initials NW. And from Elvis's birthday, January 8th to 1130, and why am I showing you this? Because it's the 1423 days. I was trying to see from Elvis's birthday where it would land. It lands on 1130, the date. And what is 1130? Look at what 1130 is. On a clock, the 1130 would be on the 11 on the 6, the hands. You see what I'm saying? It's in between, you know. It would be in the middle, but it would be around the 11 and the 6. You get it? You know. So there's another connection right there. And you want to know what's important about 1130? Let me show you what's important about 1130. Besides the 1130 being the hands on around the 11 and the 6, from the first of the year to 1130 is 334 days. 334 days is 11 months, but it could be written 10 months and 30 days also, because so 11 months would be 10 months and 30 days. Okay? And because you know what it is, for some reason when you put this into the calculator, it says 11 months. It doesn't say I'm sorry, hold on one second. My brain's going blank here. Hold on one second. Hold on. I made a mistake there on that one. Let me because that doesn't make any sense. What the hell am I talking about? Oh, I was talking about, yeah, that makes sense. What am I babbling about? Yeah, 1130. It's 10 months and 30 days into the year, yeah. I'm sorry, folks. My brain, I told you, I'm so loaded with information, I can't think straight. So 10 months and 30 days can be equivalent to 11 months, okay? And 334 days is what this equation is. And look, 1030, the 1030th prime is 8219. Seattle equals 8219. 334 days, if you minus 334 from 1000 is 666. So what I'm saying is it has a lot of connections to, you know, that 1130 has a big connection to this puzzle. And that's why George Bush Sr. died on 1130 at the age of 94. And you know I'm born on 9/4. Check this out. Washington, the W is like a crown, you know. Look, the W is like a crown. Check this out. The alphabet forward, the W is the 23rd letter. If you go from the backward, like starting from Z being number 1, then W would be number 4. So look at that. You have the 2, 3, 4, 23 or 24, get it? You know, 23, 24, or 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3, 4, and you say the numbers backwards, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2 is 6, 6, 6. And this is the only number that does that with sequence. Like you get what I'm saying? Like if you did 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, it would be 4, 4, 4, or 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3. It wouldn't. They wouldn't have 6, 6, 6. Only this one has it. I'm saying when they're in a row. You know what I mean? Back to back, the numbers. So 2, 3, 4 is the only one that does that. 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. And look at this, from Elvis's birthday to 8/19, and you know, if you've been watching my videos, you know what the 8/19 is about. Okay, but I'm not going to explain it here. But because you know Elvis needs the 1/9, the 19 crown. Anyway, so 224 days is 7 months, 11 days, 225. Because you know it's going to happen in between 224 and 225. 7, 11, 7, 12 equals 1423. 7 months, 11 days, 7 months, 12 days. If you add that up, 1423. See what I mean? Again, connecting to 224, 225, because next year is 2024 in between. Now, check this out. So 1423 was the 224th prime is 1423, which is the northwest connection, NW. But look, if you add the 1423 with the 224, you get 1647. And why is that important? Because look, Jesus equals 7461. It's the backward numbers. 7, 4, 6, 1. See? 7, 4, 6, 1. 1, 6, 4, 7. 1, 6, 4, 7. You see what I'm saying? Do you get that? And if you think that's a coincidence, what about this one? George Washington, he had 2 birthdays. Okay, so his 2 birthdays and his death date. Look, 2/11 was his original birthday, which was the 42nd day of the year, but it got changed. So 2/11, 2/22 is the changed birthday, and then his death date is 12/14. Look what it equals, 1647. See? It connects to the 224 prime, and it connects to Jesus, 7461, 7461, you see? And notice you have 1134 right here. You know, if you were to turn this upside down, the 1134, look what it would look like. It would look like the word hell. Look at that. 1134 looks like HELL. You see that? It's upside down. If you turned it upside down, you get what I'm saying? And look, Washington State turns 134 years old tomorrow. And if you add up all the numbers between 1 through 134, it equals 9045, and that's my birthday, 9495, because I was born on a leap year. 94 falls on 95. See? And tomorrow, well, some places it's already 1111. I'm talking about here in California, it's still 1110. Tomorrow's 1111. So, you know, we'll see if there's any interesting predictive programming. All right, anyway, folks, that's it. Listen, I know I wasn't very enthusiastic, or maybe I didn't explain it because I'm not feeling well. But the main things that you should be focusing on, all right? Yeah, anyway, the main things is, hold on, let me, anyway, look, folks, like I said, I could have, I could show a bunch of stuff, but it's just enough, man. I can't, there's only so much I can show, folks. Look, is this video necessary for people to understand the puzzle? No, because there's so much more mind-blowing stuff that I have waiting to show, but there's stuff I've shown in the past is just as mind-blowing, or more mind-blowing, I mean. But what I'm saying is it's just adding whatever it takes to get someone to understand is what I'm going to do, all right? So that's all I need. I just need the to warn people to get out of that area before June 11th. That's all this is all I can do, I'm going to do whatever I can, because I will feel bad if I didn't do everything I could to warn people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm sounding the alarm for you guys, but I don't know what to do. And I've been sounding it for 5 years, but the problem was I just didn't know what year it was going to happen. But like I said, it's coming to an end, because I told you it ends with the 44-45 connection to Martin Luther King, because MLK is named after Seattle, King County now. And MLK was killed in Memphis, Tennessee. and he was killed on 4/4, but it fell on 4/5. It all has to do with the 44/45. Okay, and 4445 is the 94/95 day of the year, and that's my birthday. It's all connected. And Martin Luther King turns 95 next year. He's already 94 now. It's because he was killed on a leap year. That's why it has to happen on when he turns 95, and he turns 95 next year in January, right after Elvis's birthday, where Elvis turns 89. Okay, and I know you guys don't understand it, because it's so complicated right now, but you will. You'll understand. Anyway, any last comments? Yeah, I was wondering when you were going to delete the troll. Anyway, so any last words, folks? So remember what I told you guys. If you can, comment under the video, okay? Or thumb up the video. Look, like I said, I'm just going to get to the point where I'm not going to care anymore. Because, I'm going to care about getting the information out. But I'm just going to get to the point where I don't care about what the hell you guys do. Because I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to put a spark under your butts. But, it's not working. So if it's not going to work, then basically what I'm saying is I'm just going to dust myself off and move on. I'm just going to do what I have to do and not worry about you people. So like I said, I've done everything I can do, and as far as trying to get you guys to comment under the video and thumb up the videos. All right. So this video is staying up. So let's see if anyone listens. And then, like I said, you're not hurting me. I've told you that 1,000 times. You are not affecting me, because I know what I have coming to me in heaven. I know my future. All right. So you're not affecting me. All right. This place, I can't wait to get out of this place. Yeah, I'm not sure what your question is, so ask it another day, because I'm not feeling well, so I don't know what you're asking. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just trying to help as many people as we can, and that's why I was telling you guys that that for me to ask the simplest task from you guys is not asking a lot. All I'm asking is that you thumb up the video and comment under the video. Why am I asking you? Because we're trying to help people who are new to the channel. When they first come and see one video, they're like, what is this? They don't understand it. But then if they see people commenting and they see the thumbs up, they're thinking, well, if people are thumbing it up, there must be something I'm missing or something. And if they see a lot of comments, they'd be like, well, what are they saying? Let's see, Why is there so many comments? But there's nothing. No comments, no thumbs up. People are going to be, they're like, oh, this is nonsense, especially if they don't understand it, Yeah. So anyway, you're not hurting me, because I told you I know my future, all right? And like I said, I can only help, the people who are closest to me. They're all going to wake up soon, but we're trying to help people who aren't awake to this, Anyway, all right. Anyway, folks, pray for everybody, and pray for everybody in the chat. Anyway, Jesus is God. End of video.